Hi, I'm Jeff, and welcome to a section of my basement that I've never shown on film before. So why would I not have shown this on film? Maybe that's kind of obvious. So I'm going to show you in this, I'm still struggling with how to section up this giant basement refinishing project that I'm doing to make digestible videos that make sense and are interesting. So I'm going to try doing sort of a subset project here, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a walk around on some of the simultaneous disasters that I'm trying to deal with. So one of which is lumber storage. So I have a bunch of lumber stored here. I have some beautiful walnut planks. I've got some gorgeous white oak. I've got a bunch of pallet materials I've broken up. Some 8-quarter cherry, some more walnut over there. I've also got some drywall. It's a mess. Unfortunately, in order to finish these walls, and additional walls coming across here, I kind of need space to frame. So this kind of has to get out of the way. So I'm going to do that by trying to sequence this in such a way right around the corner, and we'll go there in a second. I just cleared out a space there that was scrap plywood and pavers and some other stuff. I think I'm going to frame that and then temporarily put lumber storage racks on it so I can move this out of the way so I can continue. I think I'll eventually pull those down when that gets drywalled, and it'll probably go back up because that's going to end up being part of the shop area. So I'm going to come to the camera, take it off the tripod, and do a little walk around and show you, put this a little bit more into context of what I'm trying to do here. So try not to do too much talking, but let's take a walk. So this area over here that we just talked about with all the lumber, this area of the basement is going to be sort of entertainment space. So hopefully a pool table around here. On this wall over here, this is our storage area. So my current thinking is this is going to be an entire wall of sliding barn doors to take advantage of all of the space for storage, provide great access, and not lose a ton of space. Over here is another sort of disaster area. So this is my wine storage. So these are all just sort of loose wines in boxes. You can see I've got a freestanding cellar, a couple of racks, maybe more than a couple. So this is one of the things I'm trying to address. Right behind here, behind that jack post, you can see that's going to be the wine cellar area. Just to the left of that jack post is going to be a powder room, and then a wall coming all the way across here, and that's going to be sort of shop annex, largely lumber storage. So coming over here towards the shop itself, so here on the right through these French doors, this is my shop. And then spinning around over here, this is the walkout. Got some nice snow the other day. The lighting is terrible, I apologize, but this wall I just cleared. So this was a bunch of storage here. So my next task is to insulate and frame this wall so I can put up the temporary lumber storage. And then I can sort of address what's going on over here so that I can then move on to the next step. So I apologize if that was too shaky, but let's get to work on this wall. Okay, so what I'm using here is a 1-inch polyisocyanate foam. This is going directly on these exterior walls. So this has an R value of 6. It is also closed cell and has membranes on both sides. So it acts as both insulation and a vapor barrier. That's going against the walls. That's going on with high strength construction adhesive. Because these walls are rough, I'm going to put it on in relatively big blops. About every 6 inches, and blop is, I think, the appropriate technical term. It's going to get pressed against the wall. You're going to see me, I'm going to lay some 2x4s up against it to hold it there, and then it's going to stay there for 24 hours until it sets. Once it's done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to tape the seams to continue the vapor barrier. So right at this point, there's nothing to it but to do it.